grit beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BFGoodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BFGoodrich, what are you building for?
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Baja Designs because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.
Alexander Ford, Yuma's best new vehicle dealer, is celebrating Black Friday all month with a 2025 Ford F-150 Crew Cab STX, just $40,749, save nearly $6,000. Or drive a Bronco Big Ben, just $43,999. A Bronco Sport, just $28,499. Or the final 25 Escapes, discounted nearly $8,000 to $26,999. See them all at BillAlexanderFord.com and ask about your $500 military rebate. Alexander Ford, a difference you can count on.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here once again, just like we will be all night long, for another Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update presented by Fox Racing Shocks. It is now nighttime. It means you have your Baja Designs lights on now, and you're going to light up the night. And this is when the racing gets real. It's easy during the day when you can see everywhere. You can see all the lines. You can see people come in. You can see to make passes. You can see the rocks. But now you go to night and everything changes. So you put in it, you got to have a driver that likes driving at night because you get kind of tunnel vision. You kind of just see the line in front of you. You don't really look around too much. You really got to have your notes dialed at night. And this is when it gets interesting. The only thing that's not interesting is this 60-mile highway section that these guys are on right now. So you see the 94, the 1, 46 to 21. They literally have 60 miles to go. At 60 miles an hour speed limit, that means 1 hour. When you see these guys get to the corner right here, down here, and they jump on the highway, like when the 5 gets right over here by the MEX 5 thing, they have 1 hour that they're going to be on that highway to go north. The co-drivers, they can go on, I don't know what they're doing. You go on YouTube, go watch some videos, watch half of a movie. I mean, you got an hour going 60 miles an hour. It is so boring. If we go over to Watch Party, I mean, look, we'll pull up Bryce Menzies' camera right here. So this is Christopher Polvardi right here. Literally, this is your view for an hour. I mean, I think they fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It has maybe an inch of play in it.
So you have an hour just to talk about whatever you want to talk about with your co-driver at 60 miles an hour. It's pretty crazy. You can see in the top right up there, they all have speed limiters now, so they literally go 60. Now, where this gets interesting is if you don't have a speed limiter, because trying to hold the throttle and get it just perfect to stay right at 60 miles an hour, it's tough. So having a speed limiter is huge. Some of the UTVs have speed limiters now, some of them don't. So a big advantage if you have a speed limiter, a cruise control, whatever you want to call it, on the highway section, because you'll do 60 the whole way. If you're doing 58 and the guy behind you is doing 60, you're going to get passed. You're allowed to pass someone as long as you don't go over the speed limit. I mean, that question got asked at the driver meeting yesterday, and literally they said, hey, if I'm going 58 and the guy's going 60, can we pass? And Jose G at the driver's meeting said, as long as you don't go over the speed limit and as long as it's not on like a blind corner or something like that. But this road, you can see it's literally straight. It's like straight all the way up. I mean, if you look at the map, there's a little curve, but there's nothing. Like, this is a super easy section all the way up. It's like the most boring drive ever all the way up on the highway right here. So that's where these guys are right now. You can see Christopher Polvardi. He started first. He is out front still. He's going to go all the way to the end of the speed zone, and then Bryce Menzies is going to get in this thing. So Bryce is going to get in his own truck, and he's going to bring it to the finish. Now, Alan Ampudia, he started second, and he's still running second. He is not getting out of the car, and neither is his co-driver, Kyle Kraft. He's not getting out either. So the one is going to be there. 46, that was Paul Wheel in there for a little while, but we know that Toby's back in there because we could see his in-car earlier. So Toby Price is in the 46, and he's going north. So Toby's probably staying in the rest of the time. I don't know. Is Paul going to get back in later? Probably not. We'll see what happens, right? You never know. But the 46 is there. We got Tavo Vadosola. We saw him get out live. We were watching his in-car. So that is now Jason McNeil is now driving Tavo Vadosola's truck. So that is that's who's in there now. Does the speed limiter on the ECU use engine braking to make them not go over? It depends. Some of them will slow down and they'll let off a little early, but you do have to watch it because most of them, if you're going down a hill, you do have to hit the brakes or slow down a little bit because they won't like shift or anything. And if you're in, depending on what gear you're in, it'll definitely go over 60. So you do have to be careful on the downhill. Definitely got to watch it on that. Some of them are really good and they'll hold it, like they'll sense it and it'll back off enough. But if you're going down a steep hill, you definitely have to watch it or you'll go over 60. So that's definitely not good. Let's see what else we got. What else do you guys want to know? That's your leaders. Dan McMillan is in the car now. We believe Andy got out, so Dan is in. Robbie is still in here. He's going to be getting out in a little while, and then Max is going to get in. So let me see. Where does? Yeah, he goes to like, I think he's going to like the end of this section. If you saw the guys still in the car going across Fred's, chances are they're going to go all the way up, and then they're going to get out of the car. Luke McMillan is in the car. Unfortunately for Luke, we saw him have to change a drive shaft in their pit, so they were in the pit for a long time. They're definitely not out of the race yet, but I guarantee you Luke's not very happy right now. He's definitely bummed because this is the one race out of the whole year that Luke cares about, and they had a bit of a drive shaft issue, cost them a little bit of time in the pit. They did get it changed pretty quick, but it cost them a few spots. Obviously, they're not they're not up here with the front guys. But it's a Baja 1000. We have literally over a Baja 250 to go still. We're only at mile 400. We're not even halfway there. The race is 854 miles. So we're at mile 400 right now, these leaders, and this tracker sucks today. I need to turn this refresh off. Okay. We have half the race to go. Anything can happen. Luke McMillan is not out of it. He's just got to keep his head in the game and just know that he's not out of it. Brent Fox, first place in trophy truck spec. He did get around Justin Davis. So we weren't sure earlier, but now we have confirmation. Brent Fox is going to be your first trophy truck spec on the road. Justin Davis is going to be second. Now look, they are both ahead of the leading two-wheel drive truck, which is Sam Baldy. So Sam Baldy is going to be your leading two-wheel drive truck. And then right behind them is Gustavo Vadosola Sr., who is your leading legends. So right now we have spec trucks ahead of the two-wheel drive trophy trucks and ahead of the legends. So that's definitely interesting. These spec truck guys are hauling ass. Justin Davis and Brent Fox are putting on a good one so far, halfway through the race. So definitely good there. Will Ampudia still be number one if he doesn't win the 1,000? Yeah, I mean, he won the first 3 races, so he would have to like DNF or finish way back in order not to win the championship. So yes, Ampudia was pretty much guaranteed the championship by winning the first 3 races, as long as he has a good finish. If he finishes it, probably like, I don't know, I didn't do the math, but probably anywhere in the top 5, I'm sure he's still the winner. The gap between them, the positions, is not that many points. And the fact that he won all of the first 3 races means he's pretty much locked up the championship. He just has to finish good. And that's it. Let's see. Cameron Steele, 16T. He is running second place. So we got Baldy and then Cameron. We did see that it is Dave Mason Jr. in there because we talked to Cameron a little bit. So we know Dave is in there. I think Cameron's going to get back in later. So Cameron will be going a little bit up the course, and then he'll jump back in. And that's that. So let's see who else. Jack Olagus, 18-year-old, running in spec, running good. Very respectable 3rd place right there. EJ Herbst, Mike Mersal. Let me see. Let's look at some of these other. Let's load some other classes over here. Class 1. There it is. Hold on. I was trying to find Class 1 for you guys. All right. So 168 and 162. That gap's closed a little bit. Look at that. The 168 does not have as big of a lead as they did earlier. So 168, 162. The Wilsons are broken with a hub. They have a broken hub back here, we heard. So they're getting parts into them, but it's going to be a little while for the Wilsons. So bummer for the 138. Broken hub on that car. Hopefully they get it fixed. 1006, Stan Potter. He is leading in Class 10 now. We got, where did Ivan go? Where was he? He dropped back a bit. So a change in Class 10, but the 1006 out first. 1013 second. Elliott Watson into third now. Carlos fourth, and then Matt in fifth. So that is a look at Class 10. Is Brent Fox driving the race solo? No, I don't believe Brent is. I forget who's driving with Brent. There's too many people on these entry lists. Somebody in the comments, tell us who's driving with Brent Fox. I don't believe he's doing the whole race solo. I think Justin Davis is the only one in Spec Truck that's doing it solo, that I know of at least. So that's that. The Honda Grocery Getter. Yeah, the Honda Grocery Getter is down. They were out of groceries, so they had to go to a different store. No, seriously, they had a good run going, but they are down. Let me see if we can find them for you guys. They had shifting issues. Sounded like they had fuel issues with fuel filter, fuel pump, something like that. So the Honda SUV, they had a good run going earlier, but they are down. Pro Moto Ironman. We got to check on these guys. Let's go find the leader. Larry's right there. So it's Larry and Eric, first and second, just like it's been all day. Did our boy get going again? Oh, he did. Look it. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Gregory on the 1980 125. He got moving again. Look, he's past the Catavenia section. He's going to be jumping on the highway in just a second. In Catavenia. He's actually right in Catavenia just about. So 776, still moving. That's all that matters at this point. So stoked for him there. Now we got to hold on one second. I'm gonna put you on mute for 1 second here. Hang on 1 second. We're gonna pause. Let's go look at the watch party for a second. I'll be right back with you. All right, we're back. Sorry, we had to do an update for. No, we're not. Hold on a minute. Sorry, we got some racers calling us from the highway. I was trying to get them. I was trying to get them on for you guys, but it's not working yet. We'll keep trying. We were trying to talk live in car to one of the leaders with you guys. We'll see if it'll work in a bit. All right, so that's what's going on there. Robbie position, yeah, Robbie position is right down at the bottom here. So he's in the 5. So technically he's let's see, 1 is Christopher, 2 is actually going to be the 1 once he updates. So second is Alan, third is Toby Price, fourth is Tavo, then fifth is going to be Dan McMillan, sixth is going to be Robbie Gordon. So Robbie Gordon should be sixth. Let's see, we just refreshed it. Robbie should be fifth or sixth, depending on corrected time. So Robbie's going to be around there somewhere. And wait for this thing to update again. There you go. So there's Robbie. He's actually, yeah, see, Luke is behind him, but Dan is going to be in front of him. So we did see the 23, Andy McMillan, get around Robbie a little bit earlier, and that's what was going on there. So, all right, well, that's a look at these positions. Let's just look at UTV Open, and then I got to call one of these racers back and give them an update in a second. So that'll be the end of this update. So it's really close. Look at the teammates here. We got Caden McCachran and we got Max Eddy Jr. right by each other. And that is Max and Caden in the car. We saw them both off the start, so that is cool. So Max and Caden running 1 and 2 right now. Then we have Michael McFadden here. We got Mike Caffro going to be in 4th. 5th, we have Ronnie Anderson, Brandon Sims right behind him, and then Brock Heeger. Brock Heeger already changed the steering rack in the BFG pit. We talked about that earlier. They did a 26-minute change in the BFG pit, which is insane. It's just super fast to change a rack in one of those things. So pretty cool. So Brock's trying to make up some speed. We know he's going to be driving with Justin Morgan. So Justin Morgan will be getting in later. Justin Morgan's going to do the last part of the course and bring it home, but Brock is in there trying to make up a little bit of time for the steering rack that they got changed earlier. That's the only reason why he's not in the front. He was in front until that BFG pit. So big thanks to BFG pit. They did work on that thing. All right. Well, that's about it. Somebody says sprinkle has turned into rain here at Rancho Nelson. That is it. We have rain coming. Rain is definitely coming. It's going to change the end of this race. Just watch now. All good. But that is what we got going on. And hang on. Yeah, so there is going to be rain. It's going to change the outcome of this race. Let's look at Class 11. All right, hold on. We got to wait for it to refresh here. Stand by. I'm going to do a Class 11 update for you guys. We can do a 1X update for you in a minute. Well, 1X ran out of fuel earlier. That's why they were way back. So we did see them moving again, but hold on. There's Class 11. All right, so 11:03. Oh, look at it. Good Class 11 race. Look at this. 163 and 161.7. They're only 1.3 miles apart. So Eric in the 11:11 and Ralph in the 11:03 have a great run going. So pretty cool. Pretty cool to see Class 11 race. That's a good one. All right. You need a 1X update. Okay, we'll do a bike update real quick. Here you go. This will probably be the last time we do a bike update because we're gonna have a winner soon. The 7X, all they have to do is finish, really. They have a massive lead. These are Sportsman quads right here that did not do the whole course. They took the Sportsman shortcut, so they're not eligible for the overall, really. So that's why you see them where they are. 11:16A and then the 1X. So Arturo Salas, he was out of gas for a while. They got gas again, but obviously they're way back now. So if the 7X gets to the finish line, the 7X is going to be your winner. The 1X is going to be clearly second place. But yeah, it would take a mechanical with the 7X at this point not to win. They're looking pretty good right there. How many miles total is tough race? Well, yeah, it's 854 miles. I don't think they're going to cut it short. I think we'll be okay with the rain. It is ending at Rancho Nelson, which is like, what was that, mile 15 or something like that, just because they don't want to come back through the wash. You won't be able to get in the Ensenada wash once it's raining. That is not going to be dry anymore. The Ensenada wash will be flooded, and there's no way for them to come back through there. So that's why the timing is going to end at Rancho Nelson. It is official. If you guys didn't hear earlier, timing is ending at Rancho Nelson. You will go out to the highway and you will parade in on the highway just like you did at the 500 and just like you did at the 400 from Rancho Nelson. That is official. So tell everybody, make sure all your teams know the race is over at Rancho Nelson. That's where the timing and the race is going to end. All right. Well, that's that. I think that's all the updates we have for you guys there. It looks like Toby Price's camera is back on, I'm told. So that is good. Hopefully it'll reload here. There it is. All right, cool. So we got Toby Price camera back on. Awesome. We can see they're doing 60 in the long, boring speed zone. That is Brent Bauman there. I was just texting him. He tried to call me a minute ago, but it didn't work. He was trying to get his Bluetooth to work. We were going to try to get you guys a live update from inside the 46 right here, but unfortunately the Bluetooth thing wasn't working, or I couldn't hear him at least. All I could hear was the truck. So there's Brent and Toby looking pretty good. I mean, they're in a pretty good spot right now. They are running, where were they? Running third, I believe, right? Let's go look at the Racing Redefined time real quick. Here's the corrected time. So Christopher Polvardi is first. Look at this, 15 seconds back only. So Toby Price and Brent are 15 seconds back from Polvardi on corrected time. Alan Impudia only 34 seconds back. And then Tavo Vidosola, 1 minute and 52 seconds back. That is your top four. Anybody's game right now. Anybody's race. I'm trying to get another update here. There's fifth. So yeah, Dan McMillan, Andy McMillan, they're 17 minutes back. They lost quite a bit of time being stuck behind Robbie earlier. Robbie's 20 minutes back right here. So it's going to take something, for these guys to win. But you never know. Like I said, it's Baja Racing. But right now I don't know. You could pick any of these four cars. I mean, all of those have a great shot at the win at this point. Of course, I like the ones that are under 2 minutes. But between Polvardi, Price, and Ampudia, any one of those guys can win this race. Any throw, you know, flip a coin, do whatever you want to do. You guys pick one. I have no idea that what is that big this thing? This is a cell phone that I look at. That's what I'm looking at every once in a while. You guys are texting me updates and stuff. All right, that'll be it for this update. We will be back at 6 o'clock with your next update. Don't worry, we'll be here all night long. It's tough to get video now that it's dark. All we're going to pretty much have is these in-car cameras. I mean, Score has a couple drones up, but you can't really see too much. So at least we have these Starstream cameras and all the in-car cameras to keep you guys posted throughout the race. But come back here at 6 o'clock, and we'll see you guys in just a little bit.